Hey friends, what is going on? Elvis here. Welcome back to another week of destruction. Today we're going to be talking about Diablo 3, Primal Ancients being redeveloped, Lineage Eternal, and the Western release. A little bit of spit went out there. It's alright, no one's seen it. But Wolcen, which was previously called Umbra, with some of the new developments. What the hell's been going on with this game? Overwatch's biggest and best feature is coming in soon. And not the overhyped YouTube sense where it's like, hey man, you've got my $1 change. I got robbed by 15 Donald Trumps and punched in the nuts, and now it's been a while since I've done one of these, and to be absolutely honest, I'm so disgusted at how PC and professional these videos are. They're so highly polished. They're completely forgetting the whole idea of YouTube. It's YouTube. It's one person behind a microphone and a camera. It shouldn't be over polished. Just fucking make mistakes. And no, it's not edgy when you cut into a normal vocal mistake that you made. I'm so bad right now. I stuffed up that voice thing that I just did. I'm so edgy. I'm gonna edit it in the video. Let's get started with Wolcen. Now, as you guys know, this game was previously called Umbra, and I take a look at it every couple of months or so as development has been going on. So if you don't know, this game was fucking amazing. It looked fantastic. It got kickstarted, and then it released on Steam. And it was so underdeveloped that it hurt. To the point where, you know, the game looked fantastic from the get-go, but I really do appreciate this game. So recently on Steam, the developers showcased one of the boss fights. As always, it's completely over the top. Now, I've heard a few comments about people saying, don't make it's too over the top. It's too crazy. No, you can't. I'm dead inside, guys. My action RPG side of my brain is dead inside. Make me live again, please. Be over the top, be extravagant. Anyway, let's get into some of the details. So, the action RPG Wolcen, previously called Umbra, is showcasing off some of its most recent development, featuring a boss fight called the Skull Crusher. Now, based on the gameplay, it is visually fantastic. The crazy thing about this game is that it all looks this good. Now, when Wolcen first hit Steam, it came in early access and was extremely buggy. Now, most games usually get completely destroyed when they are this underdeveloped. But despite this, fans have banded together, and there is quite a strong community around this because I think we can all see the potential in this game. The last time I checked out Wolcen quite a few months ago, I did notice that the game slightly resembled a Diablo-style combat, but at the same time it had this Dark Souls-esque in terms of difficulty. I'm not sure how it's changed since then, and I probably will check the gameplay out sometime again this week. If I do, I'll record it and share it with you guys. But to wrap up this story, visually, Wolcen looks great. I can't wait for development to progress, and let's hope it's still hard as hell. Okay guys, so you have all been bitching about the Primal Ancients hard enough and long enough on the forums. How the Diablo 3 developers listen. This is actually quite an achievement because to make a change in Diablo 3 based on community feedback is truly an achievement. Just all have to get behind it to happen, and it has happened. And guess what? We've got zero details as usual. All we know is that there was a blue post that popped up on Diablo fans and said, hey, guess what, guys? We totally listen to all your feedback, and we don't like the way Primal Ancients are functioning in the game right now, so we're going to rework it, but we're not going to tell you how we're actually going to do it. So the main negative feedback is based on RNG, but I'm going to let my future self who's recording this video edit in the actual details because that's the whole point. Maybe I'll use this part of the video as a video cue. I'm so edgy. I'm going to put this in the video. So in an official blue post, the Diablo 3 developers have expressed their concerns about the very controversial Primal Ancients. Here's what they have to say. Quote, loving the amount of thoughtful and constructive discourse on this topic. We knew introducing Primal Ancients would be somewhat controversial because they are meant to be very rare, and we appreciate the time and effort you all have taken in testing them thus far. We're reading as many threads, watching as many videos, and listening to as many streams as possible to gather your thoughts and reflect on them. End quote. So despite some positive interest in Primal Ancients, I think the majority of the community seems to not like it that much, hence the reason why they've addressed us. Anyway, let's continue on. Quote, there are definitely some good and valid concerns, and we are going to be making some significant design changes to Primal Ancients. These changes aren't set in stone and have some technical hurdles behind them, so they won't be making the next PTR patch, but a future one instead. End quote. So it looks like they have got some ideas. Like they said, unfortunately, won't be making the PTR patch, but in a future patch it will, which is nice to know. So last up for the blue post, they said, quote, we're definitely looking at multiple threads. It's just much easier for us to pick a centralized location to converse. On a related note, it's easier on us if there's more of a centralized discussion. So while other threads likely won't be unnoticed, it's much easier for us to pass one thread on the topic than 50. End quote. So to wrap this up, guys, if you want to give more feedback on Primal Ancients, especially when they make some iterations, go and find an existing thread rather than making your own. That's how I understand it. Okay, so NCSoft, the developers behind Lineage Eternal, recently gave an update on where the game is sitting right now in their quarterly reports. So if you don't know what this shit is, quarterly reports are, basically all of these massive companies like NCSoft, Blizzard Entertainment, they basically have to tell their investors and their shareholders 4 times a year and say, hey, look, we're doing this awesome stuff. We made this much money. How cool is this? We're going to make more money because of this, and we're going to do this and all this awesome stuff. So that's pretty much what it is. But of course, the press loves this stuff, including me, because we get an inside look into what's going to happen in the future because they have to tell the shareholders. They're like, guys, don't worry about it. We got a fucking new IP. Don't worry, guys. Your money is safe with us. That's basically how it works. And well, we've got some more details on Lineage Eternal. Not a lot though, and it's from a second source in terms of news because the quarterly report was released in Korean. I'm Australian and I can't speak Korean. I'll tell you what though, if I was Korean, I would go to Seoul. The capital city of Korea looks amazing and their music is awesome too. Anyway, let's go into the details. Okay, so according to 2p.com, the Western team of NCSoft are working on the mobile version of Lineage Eternal. Now, this is old news. We knew that Lineage Eternal will bring out a mobile version, but there are some questions that have been opened up by these recent announcements. So first of all, if you don't know, they are planning a simultaneous release for Lineage Eternal. In other words, it'll be localized for multiple countries. Now, the idea that they're working on the mobile version in the West means that they're staying true to their previous claims. Secondly, if they are working on the mobile version and not the game itself, maybe that means that the development schedule is moving along. When you think about it logically, the mobile version would be the last thing that they would work on, considering the core game is an MMO action RPG for the PC. So you can interpret this however you like, but personally, this is a pretty good sign. I think we will expect more betas. Unfortunately, they will probably be rolled out throughout 2017. A 2017 release for the game seems extremely unlikely from my opinion, and it's unfortunate because I don't know how much more patience you guys have left in waiting for Lineage Eternal to release. Alrighty guys, so for the main story today is the brand new Overwatch updates that are coming in soon. It is literally fucking YouTube heaven. I swear to God, Muzelk and Zilbrad seeing these patch updates, they just started putting fingers in each other's bums. Like, it is straight up a YouTube dream what is happening. Let me go over some of the details. I actually like, they're okay YouTubers. I like those guys. I don't know why I use them as a metaphor. It's actually amazing for the longevity of Overwatch. I mean, does it need longevity? They bring out characters every now and then. It's a fucking good game, full stop. Listen to this shit. Listen how good this shit is, especially if you're a YouTuber. Now, as most of you probably know, and in case you don't, Overwatch is opening up a brand new custom games lobby system. Not only that, they've extended the details and just how much you can customize these games. Doesn't seem like much on the surface, but this is huge, guys. Imagine being able to jump into a complete server list and joining predefined game modes. Now, to try and understand just how big this is, there's already a subreddit that's extremely popular with game modes and the rule sets already set out, including Predator mode with a Sombra, Anna Paintball, Hide and Seek. I like to think about this as kind of like Overwatch's version of Gmod. There's so much potential, especially if you're a YouTuber. Just a side note, if you've ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, a great time is when Blizzard Entertainment brings out a new game, or secondly, they do something like this. There is so much potential. I can't wait to get stuck into this. Now I just gotta find some other YouTubers who are willing to work with me. Feels bad, man. You're not making content on Overwatch right now. Suck a dick, because it's really fucking good. Alrighty guys, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. As you can see, I'm not in the studio. There's no red background right now. The voice is probably a little bit more echoier and airier. The lighting is like right here, like literally right there. So the reason is because right now it's about 34 degrees in the country that I live, which is Australia land. It's a brand new country that's just been developed, but it's fucking 34 degrees. In the studio, it's about 4 degrees hotter because the soundproofing and shit everywhere. So immediately it's inhabitable. You cannot live in it. We need fucking Elon Musk to invent some kind of Tesla machine to live inside of the studio. Plus the lighting adds another 4 degrees. The fucking cool aircon, taking it easy. We're bringing the series back. It's a little bit different, but today I scheduled to record it, and today I will record it, whether it's fucking so hot or not. It's happening. Hotornot.com, sponsored by Hotornot.com. You guys want to know if you're hot or not? Not actually sponsored by them, but I think the law means that I mention their name. So Hotornot.com, you now owe me some money for mentioning your name. Is that even a website anymore? Does that exist? Hotornot.com. Hope you enjoy another week of destruction. There will be more episodes, I promise. See you guys. Look how edgy I am, guys. Look how edgy I am.
Generally speaking, you're free till you're about 4 years old. And then you go to grammar school, and then you start becoming demanded and solved and orientated and shoved into areas. You lose what individualism you have. If you have enough, of course, you retain some of it. But most don't have enough, so you become watchers of game shows, and things like that.